Hey, hey, hey! It's Friday
Hey,
night, and you know what that means. Come on, I know you all thought I wasn't going to come on tonight because it is New Year's Eve. No, but we are around the table. So come on in and invite someone to come and sit with us around the table because I have a very exciting guest tonight. So come on, share.
that they will make a blind man see. Create a miracle if you only believe. Call on the name of Jesus when you feel so all alone. Call on the name of Jesus, He will answer every call. Jesus will be right there.
Yes, he will.
Forever standing tall. Call on the name of Jesus.
Who do you need him to be for you? Come on.
I know a name that will bring you love you never know. Change your water into wine.
You are listening to the music, original music by Lorraine Barr. I do have the rights to this music. It is music of my cousin, and she has given me permission to use her music. And so you're listening to original music written and sang by the late Lorraine Barr.
On the name of Jesus, He will answer every call. Jesus will be right there.
Yes, he will.
Ever standing tall. Call on the name of
Come on.
Jesus.
Click those share buttons. Get someone to come sit around the table with you. Grab yourself some water. Grab yourself whatever it is that you would like to drink tonight. Because every Friday night we sit around the table with a new and exciting guest. And tonight is no different.
Jehovah Sikkenu, the righteousness of all. Oh, the name of Jesus when you feel so all alone. Oh, the name of Jesus, He answered every call. Jesus will be right there.
Yes, yes, yes.
Standing tall. All on the name of Jesus. All on the name of Jesus. All on the name of Jesus.
Yes. Call on the name.
Of Jesus.
Hey, hey, hey. Yes. We are calling on the name of Jesus, and tonight we are so excited. Just a few hours away from a brand new year. 2022 is coming in strong. I say end it stronger than ever before. We are looking forward tonight to really having a good time. We understand that 2022 is going to bring new opportunities, is going to bring a new view into our lives. But for someone out there tonight, I want to make sure that you are ready to ask if needed for a do-over. Some of us need a do-over. So we're going to ask that 2022, can we have a do-over so we can get some things in place and position that we were not able to do in 2021. But this evening, I am telling you, I'm so excited because I have one of my gold friends here with me. And this is Coach Jacqueline Render. She is a life coach. And so tonight we are going to sit around the table and enjoy ourselves, and we're going to celebrate that we have made it to the end of 2021 and really looking forward to 2022. So, Jackie, I don't do bios. You are going to be your own talking bio. So, would you just tell our viewing audience tonight Who is Jacqueline? What is it that you want them to know about you at this moment and time?
So I am a creator designed by the creator. I am spiritually rooted and unable to be unearthed, but able to be pruned to grow. I'm a master educator in elementary and middle grades. I'm also a teacher developer, so I develop teachers. I'm an IEP developer and translator, so I'll take your child's IEP, help you develop it, and translate it at the same time. I'm a behavior intervention specialist, a life developer, business developer, empowering transformation strategist, builder of bridges to help you get from where you are into your next. But wait, I'm also a survivor of domestic violence. I'm a survivor of my child's neonatal death. But most of all, I'm Coach Jacqueline.
Wow. Well, let me tell you, that's worth our attention tonight. So I know we are going to chop it up here around the table because greatness is sitting here with us. That is so awesome when you start to think about all the opportunities that we have right now to allow ourselves to be in positions to help other people as coaches, but all of the background that you just let us know about you that now comes into play to make sure that we know that you're the expert in what you're doing and you're qualified to do what you're doing. So tonight we are sitting here at the coaches corner. Two coaches. I am Alicia, your vision coach, and I help female entrepreneurs to identify, create, and launch their signature product in 90 days, creating and developing a product that supports their startup business. And as we sit around as coaches, we are not playing in 2022. We are about to do what it is that God has called us to do, and we are going to launch into the deep and be not afraid because we don't only know that he walked on water, but he walked through storms. And believe me, for the last 3 years, we have been through so many storms, but I know that 2022 is a time of reward for us as coaches. So, Jackie, let me ask you, um, you specialize in as a life coach in helping businesses do what?
Excel to their next. A lot of times businesses kind of get stuck like, what do I do next? What does that look like? How do I plan and map out that year? Or they might have an idea, but they can't evolve it because most entrepreneurs, even myself, when you're in the midst of it, it's hard to evolve it into what you want it to be. So God sometimes sends you people your way to show you what you need to do next. And I'm one of those people.
Amen. I truly understand because it's similar to what I do as a vision coach because we have to be
Right.
able to see clearly for ourselves first so that we could direct those that need our help. And I'm so excited. So you would say that what is your real niche? What have you really niched down to in your coaching business?
What I really niched out to in my coaching business on the business aspect is taking people from where they're at and propelling them to their next with their business. But I'm also a life coach and I help people kind of get unstuck. So, you know how when we do, because you're a vision coach, and a lot of times
Yes.
at the beginning of the year, we do vision boards and
Yes.
we have all these great ideals. And you know what? I'm going to finish my degree. I'm going to take more pictures. I'm going to write a book, but it sits on the wall and we see it every day, but they don't move into the next. So I help them build their bridges. Now, that is a
Yes.
big need for me. And I work with a lot of people helping them move from the vision to action to completion. So they understand that their current situation is not their permanent situation.
That's awesome. I love that you said help them to build their bridges, because a lot of times all you have to do is walk. That bridge is there, and
That's
if
it.
you just walk, take action. And a lot of
That's
times,
it.
Jackie, they need to take fast action and not just overthink the thing. And that
Correct.
is where you come in and help them to get unstuck because they're overthinking
Right.
this thing. Listen, we are going to go to our comment section right away tonight because we have quite a bit of people dropping comments. So I just want to see if any of them are asking you any questions or they just shouting out, "Hey Candy, thank you for joining us tonight." And Dee Dee, hey, she says, "Hey my sister." And we have on here also Lorena Jackson. Thank you, Lorena, for joining us tonight. Madeline, we so appreciate you. And yes, Lorena, building the bridge, building the bridge so that they can cross over and get to their next. Because that is what my friend Jackie is going to do for you as a client. She's going to help you get to your next. Thank you so very much. The link is up there for any of you that want to contact Coach Jackie, and we'll be talking about that in just a few minutes because I have to calm down. Whew, because I'm so excited when a coach is on the same mindset as I am. You know, I just got some candles in the mail from my very, she was my second client that I helped to produce her product, and her candle line is doing so well. It's over in England, it's all over. So it's so
Yes.
important because when she came, she was absolutely stuck, didn't know what she wanted to do or how to get it done. But as we look at and help them to unravel their necks and what it is they want to do, it really is so fascinating to me. So let me ask you this: when did you know that you were called to become a coach?
Well, let's say I've been coaching since high school. And right, because you have to think back and say, okay, what did God give me in the beginning to do? And it has always been to help people. But when did it involve where it was more in depth and more in tune? When I was sitting in the classroom teaching and I couldn't fully get through certain things because I would have teachers come and sit with me and say, so I don't think I want to teach anymore. What do I need to do and what does that look like? So I say, I hear what you're saying. You don't want to teach, but let's talk about what is it that you want to do. Come back and see me when you know what you want to do. And a lot of times you get the I don't know, but they really already know what they want to do. They just
Yes,
want you to pull it out of them, which is fine. So then they
yes,
create the what? The vision board. Then they come back all excited. I made this vision board. I say, okay, so you're saying you want to start doing t-shirts. You want to make t-shirts and you want to excel to the next level. Okay, I need you to go ahead and create a bridge. And they're like, what? Create a bridge? So you're here and you have a t-shirt design, but your goal is to have a company. I need you to write the steps to get to the other side of the bridge. So each part of it is like a plank on a wooden bridge. And as you complete them, you can cross them out. So as I was working on that, I was like, oh, wait a minute. I think I might really need to coach some people on this because you see that, and it's not a thing of me just coaching. It's a enjoyment and pleasure to see people move from the place they're at into their next. It's a genuine concern. It's a God-given concern because you really want, think about it. Let me put it to you like this. When people really step into what God has purposed them for, guess what happens?
mm-hmm.
They go ahead and they start pulling other people in. So if I can
Yes.
help people get to their next, then they're going to turn around and help somebody else. But they're going to explain it in the terms of how God was able to move them into what they wanted to do next. And they sent the right people to them to help them move forward. So coaching, I've been doing
Wow.
forever, but within the
Wow.
past 2 years, I've really stepped into it.
Exactly. It's probably the same time for me when I decided to come out of the church walls as a full-time pastor, apostle, and I heard God saying, I'm calling you into your next. And I fought it. You are going to be a coach. I'm like, I'm coaching in here. I don't want to do it. And then you just was hitting the nail on the head. I'm going to run across the screen. This is what happened as I evolved. I just launched my t-shirt gallery.
Look at
Just
that.
launched my t-shirt gallery because I am using it as a bridge to help support my present coach business. But now what I'm realizing also is that other people need some other type of support. So now I'm able to expand to a gallery where I have
Right.
a few people that are now going to be distributors of my t-shirts. And so that's how things develop. That's how business builds. When you coach and you have vision, God gives you ideas that are not only for you, but ideas that you can help those that you are coaching. Because I remember, Jackie, when I started this journey 2 years ago and I knew that I needed some help and I wanted to have a coach. And I didn't have a
Mm-hmm.
whole lot of money
Right.
at that time to invest. And I said, God, how do I pay for this amount of money? And he said, what is in your hand? And I went back. Come on. Went back to exactly what you said. What have I been doing for free all along and have been helping people? Now I have been giving them vision where they were only having
Right.
sight. See, because sight is
Right.
different from vision.
It
And so
is.
I totally am so excited about the bridge that you're creating for people, products that then I bring into their lives, the product that could support that business as they go along. Because when I am
Right.
not doing coaching per se with a one-on-one client, I'm promoting my t-shirt gallery. And so we have to look at in 2022 how God is going to expand us. So, coach, let me ask you this. Are you coaching full time right now? Or are you still in the classroom?
Oh, I'm still in the classroom right now, but I'm still coaching full time. So,
That was my question. How do you balance that?
oh, balance is key. It's so key. You have got to schedule, you have to map out, and you have truly got to be intentional about what you're doing, how you're doing it, and when you're doing it. By that, I mean, you're going to go ahead and you'll have, right now, I have some clients, right? So the clients that I have them in blocks. Some are Monday and Wednesday. Then I have a Tuesday and Thursday. Fridays, I take discovery calls on Friday. But mind you, this is after my work hours. Because think about it.
Okay.
Most people go to what? Most people go to work. And
Yes.
most people are trying to figure out, how do I not work anymore? Or if I'm at work, how do I move within my job? So while they're at work, I'm at work. And when they're at home, I'm at home. But it's the balance. You have got to know what you're feasible at doing and what you can't do. So I have had someone come to me and say, hey, I really need help because my ex, my ex was a narcissist, and hey, not my area. So let me defer you to somebody else. So you have to know what you're capable
Wow.
of doing And when you can't do it, you have got to make sure you have a network of coaches that you can refer to. And sometimes they need more than a coach. They might need a therapist.
Yes.
They might need a doctor.
Yes.
So you also have to have not just your aspects of what you're capable of doing, but you have to have your whole encompass of who your support system is. So if I call you and say, hey, Alicia, I got a person here who's trying to start a mass production of creating coffee mugs. I know you work with t-shirts, but I really don't work with coffee mugs. Do you know anybody? So you then would be able to say, hey, let me contact such and such. See, that networking is so critical because the networking allows you to manipulate being an employee and being an employer. So I'm actually both at the same time.
Yes. The internet was acting up there for a minute, but we are back on track. That is so important that we understand the difference between a coach and being a therapist, and where we don't cross the line, and
Correct.
not be afraid to refer someone to the right area of expertise as a coach. That's so good. Let me ask you, um, is there a system that you actually use to schedule your clients?
Right now, I'm using Calendly. So you'll see the link in the comments where you can actually click on the
Yes.
link. And right then, you'll get a 15-minute discovery call with me where I can actually have a conversation with you to make sure that I am able to meet your needs and allow you to talk to me to make sure, we mesh and we vibe. It's much like teaching. I tell my parents, I'm an open classroom. You can come in at any
Yeah.
time you want and have a conversation. You might not even like me as a teacher. It's not always the check on the child. So the same thing goes for coaching. I am a person, and guess what? You might not like how I coach and you might not like what I have to say, but if you don't take the 15 minutes to talk to me, you'll never know. And you may be missing out on some critical information and some life transforming things, because after all, what do we want to do? We want to walk into 2022 being the best you that you can be. Because after all, isn't that what it is about? We sat still for 2020. 2021, God kept us in a secret place and he downloaded into you. And if you were listening, you can now
Come
walk into
on.
2022 being you. But if you
Come
don't want
on.
to be you, you don't have to call. It's okay. But now is your opportunity to schedule me, allow me to go ahead and talk to you for those 15 minutes and get the ball rolling. I mean, what else can
Come
you
on.
want?
That is awesome. I actually use the same scheduling system, and I am so excited when people do book me for that free call, because I know that once we understand, if we are able to work together, that the journey begins for greatness with them. Let's listen. It's Friday night and you're sitting around the table. I am Vision Coach Alicia, and this evening my guest is life coach Jacqueline Render, and we are having a coach's corner conversation tonight so that you understand the ins and outs of coaching, some of the things that are required, some of the things that you want to know, and so that you understand if you want to be a coach, because some people
Right.
start out thinking they want to be a coach, and then they end up, this is not for me. So you need to know how to make adjustments along the way. Like, yesterday I took a lot of what I had on 2022 plans and moved it to 2023, because I said in 2022 I'm going to be intentional and I am going to
Right.
accomplish certain things. And so I said, I am not going to, because I'm a vision coach, things just come to me like that, and I have so much. But I had to be disciplined, because if I am not disciplined for myself, how can I be disciplined for my clients? And so I
Correct.
have to make that call. Now, let's see what our audience is saying are asking us. Let's just check in with them. Hey, D, thank you for agreeing with us. Tamra, yes, you are very open. Thank you for that comment. We are just excited to be sitting. Coach Jacqueline is amazing. That's Dee Dee is saying that. That might be someone that may have worked with you or someone that knows you. And I think you are amazing as well. The thing that I want us to know tonight is that when you become a coach, you should show up as the expert in what it is you are coaching. There's so many coaches out there that's feeling around for stuff because they have not taken the time out to become the expert in what
Correct.
they're doing. Also, every coach needs a coach. We think that we can
Correct.
do so much, which we can, but sometimes we have to bring it in. Every coach need a coach. So if you're a coach and you don't have a coach, you need to see about getting a coach, because I promise you, you will be able to expand, increase, and go so much further if you have some guidance from a coach. And guess what? Your coach has a coach. Okay, and so
Right.
you've just got to get to that place. So I'm just so excited tonight. You are sitting around the table with Vision Coach Alicia, and I brought in on Coach's Corner tonight my gold friend, Coach Jacqueline Render. And because we are setting goals for 2022, that is one of the t-shirts that I do have, Jackie. It says, "Hey Gold, GOAL friends," because we have to set goals so that we know if we are accomplishing and getting things done. So I want to invite you, if you're a coach, to let you know that one of the new features of the show that we are bringing in 2022 is, if you are a coach, you can advertise on our program. I'm not doing it for authors right now. I'm not doing it for entrepreneurs right now. We are highlighting coaches in our promotions and our advertising on this show. If you are interested, you can DM me. The information is not yet on my website. And tonight, our one coach that we are promoting and advertising is forgiveness coach Sandra Cobb. Sandra is a forgiveness coach. Do you know that you do not need to go into 2022 with unforgiveness and being unsettled? Sandra is an awesome coach. She was on the program when she wrote her book, Forgiveness. Free to Forgive
Mm,
was the name of her book. And so now she is one of our coaches that's advertising with us. Forgiveness coach Sandra Cobb. And listen, all it costs for you to advertise here with us is $15. For the 40 minutes that we're on here, we will run your coach information where people can contact you, where they can book a discovery call with you and increase your business as a coach in 2022. So, forgiveness coach Sandra, her website is www.sandralcobb.com, or you can DM her and get with her, and she will help you to break through that barrier of unforgiveness. So, back to our coach of the night. Coach Jackie, I am going to give you 2 minutes to just talk, just to let people know what's on your heart as far as moving into 2022, and the way you're viewing coaching for yourself in 2022.
okay, before we do that, let me say to y'all, like, because this is what coaches do. So, Coach Alicia has this amazing look. My name is on the bottom. You have Coach Sandra Cobb on the bottom. Her Coach Alicia's on the bottom. But see, she didn't tell y'all. She's also on YouTube. Did you catch that? You're getting advertisement on Facebook because I shared it. I know I did.
Yes.
I know my friend
Yes.
shared it, and then she shared it, and then she on YouTube too. What about? Look, I'm gonna go ahead and send her my $15 so I can get my advertisement on Friday night. So if you have not
Amen.
DM'd her, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and DM her. You know why? Because you stepping into you in 2022. Okay.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I just had to
Wow.
put that out there. I
You know,
mean,
we are on such it. Let me just tell you, 3 weeks ago, I ministered on a Wednesday night at a church, and that's the message God gave me. I'm going after you in 2022. I'm going
right.
after you. And he said that he's going after the true you. I am going after the authentic you. I'm going after the people that are going to make up my kingdom. So in 2020, because I was fussing, God, I don't want to be rhyming and all of this stuff. It has to make sense. What is it you're talking? And he gave me that message. I'm going after you. So I said, going after me, because he showed me my birthday is the 22nd of the month, September. So I'm thinking he's speaking to me. He said, no, I'm going after you, and you in 2022. And so that's how we are in sync tonight, because we're speaking the same language. So,
Yes.
Coach Jackie, thank you so much for that plug. And guess what? It's also on my business page. I am running this on my regular page, my business page on YouTube. And so I thank you so much for that. And all these people that are on here, they're going to multiply because they are looking at the
Correct.
program as well. It's only $15 to run your name across the screen. Forgiveness Coach SandraLCobb.com. Get
That's
some
right.
forgiveness in your heart. Coach
That's
Jackie,
right.
take it away.
Okay.
It's on you. Tag, you're it.
Tag, I'm it. So let's really talk about this ending of the year. So I had a message today to some people, and the message was, you're enough. You are enough. We have a lot of people from COVID who are suffering from isolation, who's suffering from, okay, can I go back to this job? Can I do this? But God says, you're enough. God says he didn't create no junk. My first statement was, I am a creator created by the creator. I need you to understand what that is. God put something in everybody's hands for you to walk into your next. As soon as you make that move, guess what he's going to do? I told a lot of people today, he's going to lay that yellow brick road, but it's going to be paved with gold. Are you ready for your gold? Are you ready for your goal? Because you have to work your goal to get to your gold. You have to understand the mindset has a direct effect on what you want in life. If you don't take the time to really develop and look beyond where you're at and look into what you want, you're going to struggle. You're going to fight it. And then you're going to go in this thing called a cycle. Nobody wants to go in a cycle, because guess what? We don't want to be hamsters running around on a wheel, around and around and around and around and around. Do we? I mean, I don't. But you have to work on you. See, my friend, she made me this shirt, right? Y'all see it. Me versus me. We too busy worried about what everybody got to say. Oh, they not gonna like my cake. Oh, they not gonna like my painting. Oh, they're not gonna like my music. Oh, they're not gonna like this. But what about you? What do you like to do? What do you want to do? How do you want to move? Because at the end of the day, you have to make you happy before you make anybody else happy. See it? Me versus me. The only competition that matters is me. I'm not worried about other coaches. I'm not worried about other educators. We have got to collaborate in order to get to the next level. Are you willing to do that, though? Are you willing to talk to another coach and say, hey, I got this program I'm thinking about doing. Would you like to do it? We got to stop worrying about the other things that are going on that are not going to take you to the next level. So as you get ready, you have to walk into 2022 demanding yourself to be a better version of you this year than you were last year. Okay, so my friends always tell me that I'm a, let me see what word I want to use. I don't know. They can put it in the chat. I don't care because it's me versus me. But when I get to coaching and you tell me that you want to do something, what we're going to do is we're going to do it. It's not going to be a second guess. It's not going to be a second thought. If you tell me you need to do a pop-up shop, guess what we're going to do? We're going to make the pop-up shop happen. We're going to pop up and we're going to sell. I don't care if one person comes, because guess what? That one person might come and buy something for $1,000. So that one person is better than no person. But if you don't get up and move, guess what? None of that is ever going to happen. You have got to force yourself to get unstuck in 2022. Don't be a duck stuck in the muck. That's all I'm saying. Remember that our goal is to move into 2022 being a better you than the you were before. Because at the end of the day, me versus me, me versus me. The only competition that matters is me. So look at where you were, decide where you want to be, and then walk the walk. But don't forget, you got Coach Alicia, you got Coach Jacqueline. Both of us will get you there if you can't see your vision clearly. Coach Alicia will show you how to work your vision. She'll show you how to write your vision, make it plain. She'll tell you what areas you need to really focus on, because there's areas in life that you have got to have in order to be successful. Let's see. That was told to us today too. Finances, personally, family, your business, your mental health, and your physical health.
Yes,
You got to
yes.
have all that together in order to move forward. But guess what? If you write it down, God's going to be able to read it. Closed mouths don't get. I'm just
That's
saying.
what he says. Write it down and make it plain. Come on. See,
That's all
that
you have
that
to
is
do.
that's right. We have to walk by that faith with that vision and not just by sight. There is a difference between sight and vision. Coach Jackie, you are on fire tonight. I hope people are taking notes of these nuggets that you are dropping. They are valuable and you need to tuck them away somewhere. So I need you to tell our listening audience, how do they get in touch with you again to connect for a 15-minute consultation with you, a discovery call?
Okay, let me give y'all a bit of stuff. So I'm gonna give y'all a whole bunch of stuff. And if you don't catch it in the replay. Or if you ascribe, go ahead and drop it in the notes, write it, and make it plain for those that don't scribe. So I am Coach Jacqueline on Facebook. You can go to A Helpful Serving with Coach Jacqueline, which is my Facebook page. I am Jacqueline Render on Facebook. Yes, I have two of them. They are both me. Don't worry. They really are both me. One with a mask and one with black and white. The one with the mask, I'm usually always there. That one moves with me. You can also go ahead, and they've been dropping it in the link throughout the time. That would be my Calendly, where you're going to schedule that 15 minutes to see me. And if you're an Instagrammer, I am JFR7 Concepts on Instagram. That's where you'll find some coaching nuggets. That's where you'll find my artwork. That's how I know Coach Alicia and I are one and the same. She makes t-shirts and I paint. So we just, creators created by the creator. I'm telling you, we one and the
Yes.
same. It just works out
Yes.
amazingly. I do want to tell you all this. As you are walking into you in 2022, you have got to plan, not just for 2022.
Come
You
on.
need to go ahead and plan for at least 5 years to 10 years. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Where do you want to be in 10 years? And you need to work the plan backwards. So if you're a 10-year person, you know where you want to be in 10 years, then you need to write down how you're going to get there in those next 10 years. Because 10 years, gone, just like that. 5 years, gone, just like that. So decide what you're going to do. If you need help, guess what? You have Coach Alicia. You have myself. I got one better. If you still feel like you're stuck because you ain't forgave the ex, you ain't
Come
forgave
on.
some grandkids, you still mad at your mama, your daddy, your aunt, your cousin, your sister, your brothers, your next door neighbor for putting the dog on your side of the yard. Whatever you still upset about and you have not forgiven anybody, look, it's right down the screen.
There you
Sandra L.
go.
Cobb can help you get unstuck, because not
Yes.
forgiving somebody does not hurt that other person. It hurts you. And
Come on.
remember, you're trying to walk into 2022 like, yes. So you have to make a choice.
Come
Choose
on.
forgiveness and choose to walk into 2022 being you. You got all my stuff in the bio. Like, that's me. You can reach me. I'm not an unreachable person. I am friendly, but I mean business. I say what I mean and I mean what I say.
That's
And we're going to
right.
work.
That's right. Well, Coach Jackie, this has been just awesome speaking with you tonight. I just want you, if someone is thinking about becoming a coach, it's been running around in their mind and they just have not quite made up their mind, what would you say to them to help them to make the decision if they are supposed to be coaching or become a coach?
There's a few things here. Coaching life ain't easy. First of all, it ain't built for everybody. A lot are called, but only a few shall answer. Let me put that out there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because coaching is serious, because you are taking a person's life into your hands in whatever niche that you're coaching in. And for those of you that don't speak coaching language yet, niche means the area of focus. What are you focusing on? Who are the people you feel you are called to? Because I'm going to tell you something. You may feel you're called to one thing, but what will happen is, as you start working in coaching, you'll realize that you're called to something else.
Something
And are
else.
you
Come on
willing to
with
accept
it.
that? And
That's
you have
right.
to be able to maneuver and navigate through that and understand what that means. Now, what advice would I would give? The advice I would give is, first, do your research. Do your research
Yeah.
on the programs. And I'm not saying run around and go ask everybody, did you take such and such? Did you like them? See, it ain't about what you like and what you don't like. It's about where are you going to acquire the most information so you are able to become knowledgeable. Because if you don't have the knowledge to do this,
Come on. See, you know what I want to say right here, right there is this. When people ask me, is it necessary to have a certification to be a coach? No, it's not.
it's not
But you're not going to go to a doctor
that part.
who, a gynecologist. You're not going to go to a gynecologist because you broke your leg. You are
Right.
going to go to someone that specializes, a doctor that specializes, an orthopedic doctor, and he has a credential for that. And so coaching business is a legitimate business. It is, see, it all began with where everybody was talking about they becoming a life coach. But as things evolve, you understand, as Coach Jackie said, to niche down into the area of your expertise and what you
Right.
do. And so I knew that I had a business background, so I got certified as a business coach. I got certified as a speaking coach. I got certified as a branding coach, because all that takes vision to get you to the next level
Correct.
of accomplishing where you need to go. So it is important, if you're going to show up
Very
as
important.
expert, to have some kind of credentials that you are claiming to be. So my last question for you tonight, before we is, I wanted to ask you, and I wrote this one down because I want to make sure that I say it the correct way, because so often we work with clients, But what is it, Coach Jack, that you really would like your clients to gain and walk away from when they go through a coaching program with you? That's my first question. And then my next question is, what coaching program do you have available to someone right now that would call you on a 15-minute call?
Okay, so the first one, what do I want them to gain? I want to see them move. That's big. Move. Because a lot of people seek out coaches because they're stuck. I want to see
Yes.
you move into your next with success. That's the biggest part. Because, see, success for me might not be the same success for you.
There
That's
you
why you
go.
have got to be able to tell me what your success looks like. What are your criteria for success? Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I may actually push you beyond your expectations because, see, when you know the potential, see the potential, you got to water it and nurture it and push it to the next level. So I really want to see growth because we are all deeply rooted. But are you being nourished to grow? Are you in the right soil to grow? So that's important to me, growth. Because
Yes.
guess what? If you was a person who stayed in the house all the time and didn't do anything, and now all of a sudden you're outside and you might have took 2 pictures, I don't care if you just did it once, guess what? You had growth. See, that's the
Yeah.
teacher in me. The growth expectation and a mindset shift to know that you are better than what you believe you are. And that's everybody because God didn't create no junk. So now
Come on.
you asked me about what I have coming up. Oh my gosh, Alicia, let me
Yes.
tell you, I'm so excited. Oh my God, let me lean back on this. Okay, so it's so exciting. Okay, when you call me, we can do the one-on-one coaching. But look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love one-on-one coaching because I'm a little selfish. I'm selfish. But my group coaching, I love so much more. Let me tell y'all why. Okay. So look, I know everybody's like, but I don't want everybody to know my business. I don't want everybody talking when I'm talking. And I just want your time by myself.
Ooh.
What group coaching does. Y'all ready? It creates community. It creates networks. It creates a second life. And you like, ooh, it gives
Wow.
perspective. It takes you beyond what you thought you were into something else because guess what? I'm not going to be the only person pouring into you because guess what? Carol Ann, Bobby Jean, Michael, Tom, anybody that's sitting over there, guess what they're going to say? Oh my goodness. Girl, let me call you when we get off here because I'm going to tell you how to work that program. Because you know what? I met a guy last year because see, group coaching is so much better than one-on-one. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my one-on-one people. We do some things. We accomplish some things. But here's the kicker. My one-on-one people, guess what else they do? They do group coaching. People don't know that. They think, oh, that's just your one-on-one client. No, they started out group coaching and said, look, I just need you for myself just for a minute. Just for a minute. So the program I have coming up, you ready? This gonna blow your mind. It is called Becoming You in 2022. It is a 4-week program and is really gonna help you walk it out and step into you. Not me, not Karen, not Susan, not Michael, but you. So it's called Becoming You in 2022.
I love
Okay.
it. I love it. I love it. You had my baby over here leaping because in June I made a decision not to do any more one-on-one coaching. I strictly do group coaching. Right now, I have 4 groups of 5s, is how I'm doing it. 4 groups of 5. Within those groups, they each get a one-on-one with
Oh,
me
I like that.
once a month, and I do it as a 90-day program. And because I just was tired, burnt myself out because I was having so many one-on-one clients and I didn't feel that I was giving them everything. And I was like, look, I'm 60 some years old. I don't need all that. So and sometimes you have to stop and redefine yourself. You said it earlier. You may start out one way, but you may need to do a other way.
Correct.
And then I have a mentorship group of 10 women in one group
Oh, I like
that I'm
that.
mentoring for an entire year. And they get 40 minutes a month, each one of those ladies as one-on-one. And so it's so awesome that you can be flexible in this coaching business. Those of you that you're thinking that you may want to be a coach, go to God and ask him if that's what you should be doing. Don't go quitting your job and decide you
That
want to
part.
be a coach and you have not planned for what you're doing. Exactly what Coach Jackie just said. That's why I moved some stuff that I had in 2022 over to 2023 because I have planned all the way to 2025 and I just had too much stuff in 2022. So I just want to let you all know that this woman will take you to your next. This coach will take you to your next. Book her. Go to the link and book her for 15 minutes. See what she has to offer and get started. This is the one thing, everyone cannot be a coach. Some of you
Correct.
need a coach. Everybody is not
Correct.
a coach. So go find a coach that you need. Go find forgiveness coach Sandra, who is uh, featured tonight, sandralcobb.com, or DM her and get your forgiveness on. As Coach Jackie said, forgiveness is not for everybody, it's for you so that you
Correct.
could move on and move forward and clear. So before we end tonight, I just want to toast in this new year with my apple cider.
Oh, yay.
Thank you
Wait,
so
wait.
much.
I gotta get my apple. Wait a minute. I need my tea.
Go,
Hold on.
go right ahead. Go right
Let me
ahead. Go
get
get
my
it.
tea. Wait, y'all.
Go get it. Because we are, we are coaching and we're celebrating 2022 because 2022 is definitely for you. And here she comes.
Y'all.
2022 is for you. So let's
I
go.
see it, right?
I want to coach.
Yes.
Yes, I want to celebrate all of you and wish you the blessings of 2022 from around the table. We've been here for a year and God has been good to us. So, those of you that are authors, coaches, and entrepreneurs, please make sure that you know that 2022, He's coming after you. So, here we go.
Here we go. Cheers.
Cheers. Mm, that's good. That's good.
You know what, Coach
And so,
Alicia? I'm gonna have to get you. And what did you have there? You had apple juice?
apple cider.
Oh no, we're gonna get rid of that. When you go back and read the comments, I'm gonna get you some crack.
Are you getting me some sea moss?
I'm getting you some crack aid. You see that?
Oh,
Cold or
hey,
hot is guaranteed to hit the spot. I'm sending you
okay. Some crack aid. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being around the table with us tonight. I am Vision Coach Alicia. My guest tonight was Coach Jacqueline Render, and we are just so excited about what we are called to do. And we are showing up in 2022 as the experts of our coaching business. Make
Yes.
sure that you go and book a calendar link and get to stepping and get your business up and running with Coach Jacqueline Render. And so until next Friday night, please know that I will be back here at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 Central Standard Time, and 8 Eastern Standard Time with other exciting guests as we sit around the table. Coach Jackie, thank you so much for being with me
Happy
around
New
the table.
Year.
And so until next time, Happy New Year and
Happy New
ta-ta.
Year.
I am healed and not sick. I am rich and not poor.